Limbus 컴퍼니.
That would be smaller.
당장 주군의 모든 가르침을 전부 이해할 수는 없으나 해가 떠 있는 동안 제 것으로 만들어 보이겠습니다.
Okay.
파우스트는 그것을
Dude, she's cool. She really is cool. That sword is massive.
운해
Like she switches between the two.
제갈의 끈을 주군께 부여받았으니
I'm sad that she doesn't have the bunny tail.
즉각 나를 따라라.
Like, look at that. Why does she not have a bunny tail? Like, why does she not have a bunny tail? That's the only problem with this. She's from the Mao branch. She should have a bunny tail.
의로운 자는 무력을 앞세우지 않는다고.
Dude, it's so cool. Holy crap.
하지만
Oh, okay. She has a
날보다
defense
더
ability.
낯선 이런 자라도 의를 향해 나아간다면
Got him.
그것 또한 도가 아니었지.
Damn, she's badass. Holy crap. With the writing on the sword too. Dang, that's so cool. Yeah, as I was saying, I think the only problem with all of this is that she does not actually have the hair tail like the other Mao branch. But it is what it is. Sometimes we can't always win. It is what it is. You know, living conditions are probably bad when Faust looks the most lively out of all the other Mao pack, and true. Okay, so let's have a look at the actually... let's look at the actual kit here. So we have it here. I'm going to be on the left side so I don't hide what we're going to be reading. And the kit is actually pretty long because we have some enhanced version of the skills than the passives here. So first and foremost, I think maybe checking the passives first could be a good idea. That way, every time something's going to be mentioned, we'll be able to refer to this directly, right? So first and foremost, when Deathright Fisher stacks drop to 0 and expire, it inflicts Mark of Decay. So here we have a new Deathright because we just saw that the C branch pack also have some Deathrights with the snake arm, right? So that means that this is a different kind of Deathright. And when this one goes to 0, you apply Mark of Decay, which I'm sure is going to be explained on here. Heishou mutation Mao branch Adept. If this unit speed is faster than the target, still more damage for every X speed difference. Obviously, every time it's going to be an X or a Y here, it just means we'll learn about the numbers later. But this already gives us a good idea. So, just like all the Mao branch characters, being faster than the opponent means you're going to be dealing more damage, which is very cool. Again, Tianjiu Star's Blade. Every time an ally activates a Deathright effect, this unit triggers the Deathright effect, get additional Tianjiu Star's Blade. When activating the assist defense effect, again, Tianjiu Star Blade. So when they say activates a Deathright effect, I'm not sure if it means the Deathright dropping to 0 or just the Deathright being applied. I assume it means dropping to 0 because that's when it activates. I'm not sure. Bling Blade, support passive. When one ally with the fastest speed inflicts rupture damage, gain offense level up next turn. Very cool. That's a nice passive for rupture teams, right? It can be useful. Now moving on to what all the different things she has do. We have Tianjiu Star's Blade, which can stack up to 20. At X plus stack in haste next turn at turn end. Used for certain skills. So, with the max stack being 20, I feel like it really depends on how much you can gain. But like, I feel like if you get... It is used for certain skills, so I feel like the haste is probably going to be obtained at like 10, maybe 5. But then you don't get more haste. You just... it's a resource that can be consumed, so you might want to stay... above the amount of stack necessary to get the haste, right? Now we have the new Deathright Fisher, base stack 3. So basically you apply it, it's automatically is at 3 stacks. When get your rupture triggered while this unit has a Deathright, lose 1 stack and gain bind next turn. So I think this is what it means by the effect being applied. So basically when you have Deathright, if you trigger rupture, then it's going to apply this effect here, and she's going to gain the Tianjiu Star's Blade. I think this is what it means. When this effect activates, if this unit is to gain X or more bind next turn, lose Y stack instead of gaining bind. So basically, instead of... You can apply bind, but if you're applying a lot of bind, a certain amount of bind. Instead, you will be losing stacks of Deathright, which means that the Deathright is potentially going to be activated early on. And the reason why is that at 0 stack, you take gluttony damage equal to the rupture potency on self. And while this is applied, you can gain more stacks of this effect. So basically, instead of applying bind on the enemy, you're going to reduce the stack faster, which means doing that gluttony damage earlier. Very good, right? You want that burst. Now, there's also an assist defense max 3 stack. When an ally is about to take an opposed attack from an enemy, consume X stack to redirect the enemy's target into self. Then use the exclusive skill that activates for assist defense. When there are multiple allies with assist defense stacks, the ally with the highest stack has the highest activation priority. Does not activate for allies with equipped defense skills. Expires the turn ends. So clearly she has a way to apply assist defense, which means she'll be able to protect her ally with this ability. Very cool. Now finally, the Mark of Decay, which is something we saw over there. When the Deathright Fisher stacks drop to 0, which is this one, you'll apply Mark of Decay on the enemy. And keep in mind that this can drop to 0 very fast because of the bind mechanic that we saw earlier. So Mark of Decay, max stack 1. Take more damage from Gluttony Affinity skills. Take more damage from Deathright effect. Expires the turn hand. So here we have basically the big buffer for all characters that have Deathright. That means a C branch, obviously. And basically everyone's going to be able to proc Rupture, so even the Mao branch that doesn't have Deathright is going to be able to participate in funneling their Ruptures into the marks, and the Deathright into the Mark of Decay, into buffing the Deathright effect, into triggering the Deathright effect. So basically all of those characters and the different branch actually coming together to form a pretty strong team in theory. Okay, so there we go. Now we know what the passive do, so when we read the skill, we'll be able to refer to this to understand it better. So first and foremost here, we have skill 1, Blink Step. It is yellow, so that is Gluttony, if I am not... no, wait, I think Gluttony is... Dude, for some reason, I'm always... I think yellow is Envy and Gluttony is green. That would make more sense. I am pretty sure. For some reason, the yellow and green never enters my brain, but I think this is what it means. It would make more sense too, because here, her Gluttony skill would be the skill 3, which is the one that's going to be dealing the most damage. So obviously, this is the one you want to buff from Mark of Decay. So I think I am not wrong here. If this, which is kind of weird, because to me, it's like, people say you're green with Envy. But here, am I crazy? Am I, you know what, let's Google it. Limbus Company Envy. If I type that, surely we'll know. Envy Affinity? Wait, is Gluttony orange? No, orange is Lust, right? Dude, I don't even know at this point. Am I crazy? My cat is puking. I fucking hate my life. I don't know. You know what? I'll just believe in myself. Alright, moving on. Its unit speed is faster than target by X or more. Gain coin power. On use, if target is X Rupture, gain coin power. Clash win, inflict Rupture count. On hit, inflict Rupture count. At X plus speed, reuse coin once. So basically, again, having the most speed is going to be absolutely necessary here. I'm assuming she'll be able to buff her own speed. And so here... speed difference, I think with the other one it's either going to be 2 or 4 most likely. So you have 2 ways of gaining coin power, the enemy having X plus Rupture and you having more speed than the opponent, which obviously is very, very good. You've got 2 coins here, this is pretty nice, and you can inflict a bunch of Rupture count, and potentially even reuse the coin at a certain speed, which is very, very, really good, because that way you can actually apply inflict Rupture, and then Clash Win, that's Rupture count. So potentially that's like 1 Rupture here and 1, 2... every Clash Wins means a Rupture count. Dude, that's gonna be so much. Like if you win the count, that means like 1 Rupture and 1, potentially 2, because you're gonna be reusing this, up to 3 Rupture count, which is pretty good. Now skill 2, Clearing the Path, my lord. If this unit speed is faster than the target... I know this one, it's Pride, this one is easy. If this unit speed is faster than target, still plus speed difference times 200 Stars Blade on self percentage damage. And we know that is up to 20 stacks of Stars Blade, which means its speed difference multiplied by up to 20% damage, right? So the speed difference, let's say you have a speed difference of 4, which seems relatively likely if you go up to 12 speed, right? Like the other Mao characters. Then potentially that's 4 times 20%, which means that you could potentially easily do 80% increased damage with this skill, which is bananas, right? If this unit speed is faster than targets by X or more, gain coin power. Again, like the skill 1, you get more coin power. If target has enough rupture, gain another coin power, so up to 2 coin power. You gain haste next turn by just activating this ability. On the Clash Win, you apply Rupture Count. First coin, Rupture Count. Second coin, Rupture. If target at Deathright Haste or Deathright Fissure, deal more damage. So here, again, we have a way to maximize our damage against enemies with Deathright. So this is going to work well with her own Fissure that she can apply, as well as the Deathright Haste. No, I think... Wait, is Deathright Haste Mao branch? Am I crazy? What's the Deathright for the C branch then? Do they have a different Deathright? Dude, I'm getting everything mixed up. Oh, they have Deathright Venom. Okay, never mind, I lied. So Deathright Haste is the Deathright from the Mao branch, and Fissure is our own Deathright. Does that mean... No, because the Mark of Decay takes more damage from Deathright effects. This still applies for Deathright Venom. So it does work with the C branch. Okay, I almost bamboozled myself, but we are fine. We're learning together, boys. We're learning together. Okay, very, very cool. But this only works for our own branches, Deathright. Okay, skill 3. Trace lace to sight and sound alike. If this unit speed is faster than target's deal, speed difference, blah, blah, blah. Speed difference multiplied by rupture potency on target % damage. Oh, interesting. So we need a lot of rupture potency here. If this unit speed is faster than target, gain coin power based on speed difference. Based on speed difference. So potentially multiple coin power. Gain assist defense at combat start. Oh, hello. At X plus Tianju Star Blade activates Ascendant Heishou Mao Technique Cloud Split Manifestation instead. So if you have enough Tianju Star's Blade, you're going to enhance the skill. Okay, let's read the normal skill first. First of all, we do get a free assist defense. On use, if target X plus Rupture, gain coin power, more coin power. Gain Stride of Mao, okay, just like the other Mao branch, there is a way to increase your own speed. Clash Win, inflict Rupture Count, okay. On hit, inflict Rupture Count, Deathright Haste. On hit, inflict Rupture. At X plus speed, deal more damage, inflict Rupture. At X plus speed, reuse coins once. On the reuse hit, inflict Deathright Haste. So you can actually apply Deathright Haste twice. Which also means that I think this means that you can actually... Because I think you can apply Deathright Haste, then hit it immediately, and then because you reuse, you'll be able to hit it a third. Basically, with the bind and everything, that means you can apply Deathright, proc it during the application of the skill, and then reapply Deathright at the end of the skill, basically. So that's very, very cool. Now, if we have enough Tianju Star's Blade, which is those thing that stacks up to 20, so I assume it's going to be 15 or 20, like maybe all of the Star's Blade, we get the upgraded version called Ascendant Heishou Mao Technique Cloud Splitting Manifestation. If this unit... my cats are going crazy. If this unit speed is faster than target, deal speed difference times rupture potency on target % more damage. If this unit speed is faster than target, gain counter power plus. So here we basically have the same things. Gain count power for every X rupture on target. Ooh, very cool. At X plus speed, gain poise. Poise out of nowhere? Okay. If this unit has less than X poise count, raise poise count up to Y. Which is very cool here because that means you can immediately bump your poise to a decent level. Now we'll really have to see how much poise and poise count exactly this is. Because, I mean, there's nothing else in the kit that gives poise, right? So how efficient is that going to be? Is it just going to be a random, oh, maybe you have a slim chance to crit? I'm not sure. Clash Win, inflict rupture count. After attack, consume time to Star's Blade, which means we lose all of the stacks, right? Which is not even here, so this is only for the enhanced version. On hit, inflict rupture count, inflict Deathright Fissure, inflict Deathright Haste. Oh, she applies both of the Deathright, which means she's gonna do bonkers damage because we already know that she deals more damage for all of the Deathrights on the enemy. So Rupture Count, Deathright Fissure, Deathright Waste. Secondly, just Rupture. Third, coin at X plus speed, deal more damage, inflict Rupture. At X plus speed, reuse coins once. And here we can see that on the reuse coin, she re-inflicts both the Deathright. Which means just like the skill 3, the base skill 3, she's going to be able to proc the Deathrights and then reapply them. Now, defense, it shall be done. It's a clashable counter with 2 coins. Combat start gain assist defense, very cool. These skills gain offense level for every X percentage of HP this unit has cumulatively lost in this counter. What I find very interesting here is that because it says cumulatively lost, it doesn't mean the current HP that she's lost, it means cumulative, which means that even if you lost HP and got it healed up, that it still counts toward the offense level of this defense skill. Against Strike the Mao, just like the other Mao branch, you can defense at the start of the combat, so you can get that speed up. Your unit speed is faster than targets by X or more, gain base power based on speed difference, very cool. And this defense applies Rupture, Inflict Rupture twice. Now we have a defense 2, the Sweet Feet Protection. It's a clashable guard, so not a clashable counter. Exclusive skill for assist defense. So this is basically her assist defense. So when you do assist defense through skill 3 or through defense, this is what applies to protect your teammates. Before use, at X plus 200 Stars Blade, activate Ascendant Heishou Mao Technique Cloud Bleeding Manifestation instead. Okay! So your assist defense can actually trigger your skill 3 too here, which is the biggest damage, which means you can use it as a defense option. So even if you use like Traceless to Sight and Sound alike, and somehow you get enough Chandra Star, that will also trigger this one. That says before use though, so I think this only triggers if you do a defense. Because if it was before used, then as soon as you cast skill 3, it will become skill 3 too. So if you do defense and you have enough Tianju Starblade, this defense is gonna become skill 3 too. Okay, Ascendant Heishou about techniques, blah blah blah. The skill gains defense level for every X% HP this unit has. So this is if this does not transform into 3-2. The skill gains defense level for X% this unit cumulatively lost to this encounter. Cannot be staggered by damage until this skill ends. Very cool. Gain protection. That's nice. And it's an unbreakable coin. Very interesting. Okay. So why is this an unbreakable coin if it's just a guard? Is it just straight up because you can't be staggered until the end of the skill? Or does that mean that this becomes an unbreakable? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this unbreakable coin here means on the clashable guard. Because this... You don't... I don't know. I don't know enough. Anyway, a lot of good things here overall. I think this is a pretty cool kit. I really like the fact that she works with all of the Deathrights, which means we are finally going to be able to use all of the Heishou pack together. This also means that she's going to benefit from more Heishou pack character in the future, because I'm assuming all of them are going to have some form of Deathrights. So I think this is basically this is like the quote-unquote Deathright support, as in she will work with all of them and will benefit all of them at the same time, because she buffs the damage taken by enemies that have the Deathright, right? So I think this is pretty cool. I really like it. I'm very happy that Faust is getting some love, and I definitely gotta get this one from the dispenser because I'm saving for Walpurgis. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm sorry, this is just me like trying to actually understand the kit, so it takes me some time to read through and parse through everything. And I kind of like doing it live. I could have like understood everything and just given everything here, but I like to give my train of thoughts. Anyway, I hope this was not too annoying to listen to and watch. I hope you enjoyed it and this was somewhat informative. I appreciate you learning with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Do let me know if you're going to be getting her, pooling, or using the dispenser for her. If you're excited, do you have a team in mind for her outside of the Heishou pack somehow? And yeah, thank you for watching, and bye!